The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Earlier in the season, the Golden State Warriors ended up losing their last game in this matchup against the Clippers. That was their second loss in 2 games. Now they've got a chance to turn the tide and get back on course.
Probably their poorest defensive effort all season long. I mean, at home, that kind of D is not going to cut it. Never mind when you're on the road.
Hey, I don't know, guys. This may be all speculation. Perhaps they had a bad flight into town the night before, and we all know a rough flight in can lead to turbulence on the court.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And Golden State looking at who they've got. They've got Pau Gasol all out there at DeRozan. And there's Duncan. And it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. So it's the Warriors now. Shot clock at 5. And James pulls it down.
Well, LeBron James, long considered the greatest player in the league. He's got some competition now, though. Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, James Harden, all playing well last year. But for my money, there's no better player in the league than King James.
That's good. Gasol's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Warriors. Curry against Wall. Here's Jordan. Offensive rebound. Back to Curry. Griffin against Gasol. Griffin passes to Jordan. The 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
DeRozan with it. They picked up 24 points in their last one against Portland.
And how about the extraordinary display of his passing in that game? He was making all the right decisions and had their offense humming. Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
LeBron kicks to Jordan. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. And it's 6 points for Michael Jordan.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
Wall with the steal. Jordan with the rebound. For the Los Angeles Clippers, they come in off a good outing against San Antonio.
Proficient in that game at the offensive end of the floor. I mean, their passing was dynamic and their shot selection was superb.
You do those 2 things hand in hand, Greg, you know the result. You move the ball like they did and take smart, good shots, you're coming away with a lot of wins.
Clock is at 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots.
Now here's Duncan. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Portland.
Yeah, but I like how he defended as well. You know, he got a couple blocks in that game and just an all-around great effort.
Here's Curry. 7-point differential. Launches a three, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here, fresh from a win against Portland.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense.
From deep, there's the bucket, good. Curry's got...
The 2K Sports pregame show.
K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with a broadcast from Los Angeles.
All right, ready to go?
The home of the Clippers, the
go?
Staples Center. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Take a look at the Warriors. What a story right now for these guys. Win after win. It's been a phenomenal stretch.
Well, this game, Kevin, is really about putting the ball in the basket, and this team has been doing that really well lately, and it makes the fans happy, and obviously if you're scoring well and you're winning, it makes the front office happy too.
And what's been most impressive to me about how they've been scoring all those points is that they've done it seemingly in a different way every night.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. And Golden State looking at who they've got. All out there with DeRozan. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Pau Gasol. And it's Duncan in at the center position. A LeBron had kind of a slow start to this season. His return to Cleveland last year.
Yeah, he got off to a bit of a slow start. He had some nagging-type injuries, but things turned around, and LeBron was eventually able to get the clubhouse atmosphere where he wanted.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Ahead, here's Griffin, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And you the way Blake Griffin plays, he is a force. Very hard to contain him when he gets in close just due to his strength and activity.
From deep, Jordan, first shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And they can up the ante a little bit there after that basket.
Yeah, you know, their lead's increasing, and they've got to be feeling better and better about the way this game is starting to play out now. So we'll see if they can close it out. Still looking for their first basket. 5 misses to start the game.
The drive by James. Outside Griffin. James against DeRozan. And James gets it to go on the assist by Griffin. For Griffin and his ability to create contact close, he's been called a bull in a china shop, something that I think Clarkey embraces.
Yeah, I think he'd rather be the bull than the china in that situation because of his strength and physicality. And I think that's the right mentality to have as a power forward.
And here's DeRozan after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And speaking of Curry's slight build, he's worked up and bulked himself. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think he said. But he didn't feel real good, Clark, at that weight.
Yeah, it's not about the weight, Kevin. It's about strength. You need it to fight through screens and attack the rim, and he's clearly put on the strength he needs to play at his highest level.
Los Angeles on D. It's Wall with the drive. They get it again. They need this. Duncan misses.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Jordan with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And chalk up a few more points for him there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
Absolutely. I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense. I mean, it's all been terrific.
Now here's Stoudemire following the miss by DeRozan. Here's James. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
A great point. Really an embarrassing performance defensively, and the coaching staff can't be happy.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
Jordan against Wall. Curry outside. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
It's Wall with the drive. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Stoudemire left side. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
And Wall kicks to Duncan. Duncan with the screen for Leonard.
DeRozan.
Over in the corner, Gasol. Back to Wall. Golden State moving it around. And now James pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
For three. And again, it's the Warriors missing. It's stolen by Duncan. Back to Wall. It's stolen by Stoudemire. All alone.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Now here's Leonard. He picked up 33 points in their last win against Portland.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game.
Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover, so valuable, especially for a guard, as we see 2 tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
You know, and John Stockton, the only player to have cracked the 3,000 barrier in terms of career steals. You ask the fans about Stockton, and it's his passing they'll remember. But if you ask the players he's played up against, they'll tell you it's his defense that was just as sharp. It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
Well, you know, last season Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
And here's DeRozan, following the three-pointer by Michael Jordan. Back to Wall, looking to end the drought. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
And here's Wall, following the three-pointer by Michael Jordan. DeRozan dishes to Duncan. The wide-open look here for DeRozan. Jordan with the rebound.
You know, a team's rebounding is one of the great measures of its energy, and theirs has been terrific in the first quarter.
Yeah, they've brought it in terms of having another level of intensity right from the tip. This is crazy. Every shot they're taking right now is finding the mark.
Literally every shot, partner. I mean, they just aren't missing.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
Now here's Leonard. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
DeRozan.
Right side Wall. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
And he gets one to fall, and now one out of his first 4.
And it's the Clippers with the ball. It was a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
Yeah, they cruised to a win in these teams' last encounter, and their field goal percentage was off the charts.
Scorching and torching offensively. They were able to get everything they wanted.
Now here's Wall. Coming off a solid outing against Portland. It's stolen by Curry. Moving it up. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Gasol with the steal. And it's the Warriors on the break. Here's DeRozan. Makes it off the glass. DeRozan's got his first 2 points of the night.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
It's LeBron with the drive. Stoudemire, no good. DeRozan, a good look. And the wing jumper offline. And a chance to hear from DeMar DeRozan talking about his team's impressive play of late.
We all just playing together. You know, that's the biggest thing.
And DeMar is definitely a guy, Greg, that knows how to infuse that chemistry and teamwork on the floor. It looks like he's a big reason why they're clicking.
Kevin, no doubt. And attitude, such a huge factor in being successful as an individual, but really also as a team. I think we've seen him really embrace that attitude as he's matured as a player.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And a comfortable margin here for the Clippers guys.
Well, they've dictated tempo with their defense and been able to force some turnovers.
Yeah, and you know, they've also done a good job, Greg, on their end of the floor by not throwing the ball away.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter. We've got Wall. Pau Gasol is out there with Duncan. And there's Bryant. And it's Leonard in at the small forward.
Pau Gasol was the number 3 pick back in 2001. He's managed to average 18 and 9 his first season, was Rookie of the Year, became a perennial All-Star. There's no way his younger brother Mark, who was a second-round pick, could ever match up to that, right? Not so fast, people. Mark's pretty good, too.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Now here's Curry, following the miss by Kobe Bryant. Curry passes to Jordan. Stoudemire wide open. And again, it's the Clippers from deep. Talking about Pau and brother Mark, both of them were excellent last season. The difference is that Pau has always been considered a great prospect, so detractors are much harder on him when they see cracks, I think, Greg, in his game.
Yeah, you know, for Marc Gasol, it can only exceed expectations because they started out so low. I'd simply say that if I had to pick between one or the other for best career, I'd do everything I could to pick both.
Good way to get out of it. Good answer. To the middle, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Duncan.
And a quick look at the numbers for Jordan. 4th in steals, 6th in three-point field goal percentage. And he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And back to what you said, I mean, he's stealth like a ninja. You had the ball, now you don't. And you never saw him coming.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Having an efficient three-point attack, very tough to defend. Let's see some of the best. The Clippers, number 1. Second, the Warriors.
And the shooting display both these teams have put on this season has been remarkable. I mean, there are just three-point shooters all over the floor.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, it's been really sloppy out there.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
And stolen by LeBron. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Got that one up quick. LeBron's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Now here's Stoudemire. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. The drive by Jordan. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. 24 points for Jordan.
Now this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up.
Can't remember the last time they missed one.
Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
My goodness, that was almost a circus-like dunk. And Coach Doc Rivers wears multiple hats for this organization. Not only is he the head coach, but also in charge of all basketball operations, really the leader in a lot of ways for this team.
Stoudemire, and again Los Angeles with a triple.
They've gotten a bunch of good looks and have been absolutely lethal from behind the three-point line.
Yeah, defensively, you have got to close out and contest. Even if it opens up some driving lanes, you can't give up those looks that often.
Leonard kicks to Gasol. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Here's Jordan. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Leonard against James. And it's blocked by Jordan. Leonard with no one around. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
Michael Jordan on the wing, defended by Bryant. Shot clock at 6, and that one's good. And that's 12 points for Blake Griffin.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
And Wall kicks to Kobe.
Kobe.
Goes up from the top of the key. Wall's shot is off.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And they're giving themselves extra possessions and have taken advantage of it, and that's critical. You can shoot a few lesser percentage if you're getting more opportunities at the rim.
Good-looking screen by Gasol. Wall's shot is off.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Curry with the steal, and now the Clippers on the break. Pass to James. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 6 assists here tonight. And Wall kicks to Duncan. Dishes it to Leonard. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level. Was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
Here's the 3. Count the bucket. Curry's got 12 in the game.
Whoa, he really got his defender on his heels on that one. What a fantastic play, guys.
Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second.
Hey, buddy, I'm done.
To halt the run, and that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
1:24 left in the first half of the game.
Hey, get LeBron.
James against Leonard. The drive by LeBron. Blanketed by the D. Fights to the rim for the layup. LeBron's got 21.
And with Curry winning his first NBA MVP award, he played the fewest minutes by an MVP in league history, mostly because his team was up by so much, he got to sit a number of fourth quarters.
Oh, and here comes Curry all alone, all going up court. Another one falls for the Clippers.
And with Curry and the MVP, there was some pressure with Harden. Relatively close voting, but Curry was the clear winner. Hard to argue with the season he had, leading his team to 67 wins last year.
The 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
no doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Jacks up a three. It's Jordan on the wing. Outside Curry. Takes the three, and he gets it to go. Curry's got 20 points.
He is on fire from beyond the arc.
Yeah, it seems like all of his points are coming from deep.
A dominating first.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal. The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. And now, folks, it's just about time for the third.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
How about Michael Jordan in this one? He's got 26 points, and he's buried a ton of three-pointers in this game, too.
I think we need a calculator to keep track of just how many of those he's knocked down.
They've got LeBron James. Michael Jordan is out there with Curry. Then it's Stoudemire. And it's Griffin in at the four-man position. That's the five to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. And here's Leonard from three. Rebound by the Clippers. James has got 5 rebounds tonight. Stoudemire's got room. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. And that's 13 points for Amari Stoudemire. Outside, Wall. Off target with his three.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Oh, you got to build a wall around the bucket to keep this man down.
You know, Clark, and even then, he might just go over it.
He could.
Look at this. Check out the elevation he gets.
Major.
Wow, I tell you, I just cannot get enough of those kind of plays. What a rim record.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Curry dishes to LeBron. Jordan with it. Leonard picks him up. Here's Griffin. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And it's all one-way traffic tonight, boy. They have been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get. But, again, it's just one game, but nonetheless a very impressive one, the way they've handled their business here.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by.
Ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Curry against Wall. It's tipped. Curry passes to James. From outside the arc, Stoudemire the screen, and again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Wall against Curry. The dish to Leonard. To halt the run, another miss by Leonard.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
The shot's good from Stoudemire.
And all of a sudden, you can see the confidence overflowing offensively.
Getting everything to drop in at an ideal time. I mean, they're poised for a terrific crunch time run here. Get the block out!
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. The thing about DeMar DeRozan, he came into the league fairly unpolished, struggled to handle the ball, created then his own shot, and but sometimes he would create for others too. But he's settled down. You can see the growth.
Yeah, and that's the one thing. You could see the physical talent was there in terms of him playing the 2. The question was, could he make the commitment mentally to become a great player? Well, from what he's done the last few years, I would have to say he's definitely been able to do that.
Goes up.
What an incredible run they're on right now. Offense as well as I've ever seen it played.
Every single guy on their team with the absolute Midas magic touch, shooting the lights out here.
Outside, Wall. Duncan with a screen on Curry. A leaner, and it's blocked by Jordan. And he's able to get it back. No good from Duncan.
Boy, they just cannot take the lid off.
Well, they need a basket in the worst possible way, and they've got to stop this run, and the only way you do that, you got to score yourself.
Gasol with the steal. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. DeRozan leading the charge. Duncan with the bucket.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
James kicks to Griffin. Takes the 13-footer. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got 4 assists now tonight. Look at the last game for the Golden State Warriors. It was a win against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building, and there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
I love the way they went and got this game, Greg. I mean, they attacked at every opportunity, never relaxed or sat back, and as a result, they eventually pulled away.
Griffin with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. And now Bryant pushing it up. No! Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of tricks.
I tell you what, I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that one again.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Stoudemire playing very well. He's got 10 rebounds. He has been the definition of a thief with all those skills.
And Clark, defensively, he has played this game just so intelligently. I mean, he hasn't let them get away with any loose passes or sloppy ball handling.
LeBron's checked in for the Warriors. Wall dishes to Gasol. That's good. Gasol's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Right side, Griffin. Outside Jordan. From downtown. Good on the shot.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
Wall passes to Gasol. Golden State moving the ball around. And it's DeRozan missing.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. LeBron with it. Picked up by Bryant. LeBron drives in, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's on LeBron James. Some people think LeBron's athleticism, Clark, has declined over the last few years. He might be the first to admit it. He still looks terrific, though.
Well, he's, that's a natural progression for any player, even if you are LeBron. But he's still an elite athlete by NBA standards.
Wall against Curry. And stolen by James. Here we go, all alone. On the wing, James. Here's Curry with the 3. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 5 assists in the game.
And remember the quote from LeBron on the subject. Obviously, I'm not the 18-year-old kid that I was before, but I can still do the things I need to be successful. Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Stoudemire, right side. Tries from the block. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. And with a break in the action, let's now view the NBA assist leaders. Kobe Bryant, 4th.
Kevin, anybody who can move the ball like this guy does is a valuable asset to a team. He actually might be more dangerous passing than shooting.
Kobe draws the dump, tipped away. And so the Clippers with another turnover. Jumps up. That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary.
And you know what?
Man.
That man can climb a ladder.
Good-looking screen by Gasol. 5 on the clock. It's Wall with the drive. And Griffin sends it back.
Oh, he has just struggled here offensively in the quarter.
Wall's shot is off.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Some changes for Golden State. Randolph comes in for Pau Gasol. And it's Leonard in for Kobe. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. And there's the feed to Leonard. And stolen by James. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Kicks it to Griffin. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Jordan against DeRozan. Tries to snap the cold streak. That one a little long. Outside Curry. Another one falls for the Clippers.
The shooting percentage continues to elevate here.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. And Golden State looking at who they've got. LeBron James is out there with Zach Randolph. Then there's Pippen. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Gasol in at the 5. Here's Jordan, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas. Well, it seems like this is something we've said quite a bit the last few years, but now we really feel like we're in a golden age for point guards. So many point guards on so many teams are the leaders and best players on their teams. You can name a dozen all-star level point guards in the league right now.
Stolen by Pippen. It's rebounded by Curry. Curry's got 6 rebounds here tonight. It's tipped. Stolen by Wade. It's 2-on-1. Pippen misses.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate and embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
To illustrate just how strong the point guard position is right now, Greg, in the NBA, just take a look at the point guards who did not make the All-Star team a season ago. Wow.
You know, in both conferences, it's almost as if we're in the midst of a point guard renaissance for the NBA. I mean, MVP Steph Curry, Russell Westbrook, CP3 out west, John Wall, Kyrie Irving in the East. Boy, I could go on and on with the great players at that position.
The Warriors have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter here, going 0 for 4 so far. Randolph kicks to Wade. Here's Gasol. The shot is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. And that'll be the third of the 4 straight at home.
Well, there's hot guys, and then there's really hot. They just can't miss.
You know, Greg, sometimes you'll see an individual guy go on a shooting tear like this, but the whole squad, wow.
Wait.
Wade against Curry. On up the court. Puts up a 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Clippers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
To the wing right side. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Gasol dishes to Wade. The kick out to LeBron. It's Pippen with the drive. Gasol. Offensive struggles continue, missing again for Los Angeles. They've gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. Good! And that's now 33 points for LeBron.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. And it's Stoudemire with the jam.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch in how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And here we go. LeBron heading to the hoop. Finishes the break with a slam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
LeBron, no good.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide-open opportunities.
Back to Jordan. Now the pass to Stoudemire. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got 6 assists here tonight.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Ball's knocked loose. Wade passes to Pippen. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Jordan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Blanketed by the D, fights to the rim for the layup. Jordan's got 6 in the quarter.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
On up the court. And Stoudemire, the bucket on the assist by Jordan. 26 points for Stoudemire.
Boy, the pace has been relentless. These guys have really been pushing it up, fellas.
And one of the best ways to get a rhythm offensively really is to play in space. And you do that with fast break opportunities. Transition buckets are always a boon offensively.
Griffin with it. He's picked up by Pippen. Lets it go with the 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Man, this 4th quarter has been tremendous. They have been exceptional from deep.
Yeah, a bunch of their points coming from long range here. A major barrage.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
Outside Jordan to the inside. Here's Griffin, and he converts the layup. Griffin's got 29 in the game.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Pass to Randolph. To end the run, and the rejection by Stoudemire. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Back to Pippen. The drive by Jordan. Free throw good, Jordan. And the Warriors making a change here. Ball's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. 1:46 left in the 4th. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Jordan. And here we go. And the jam by Stoudemire.
This is crazy. Every shot they're taking right now is finding the mark.
Literally every shot, partner. I mean, they just aren't missing.
All with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. 3-pointer. Wall's shot is off.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Clippers.
But, Steve, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment to.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And these guys have played very well this season, and this win tonight, guys, will push their win column up to 55.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And this isn't one of those mini-series either. I mean, this is a 4-gamer. As hard as it is to beat a team 3 times in a row, it's even harder to do it 4 straight.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was. Poor Jordan. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long. Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
That's tipped. And here again, Los Angeles in transition. Up the court they go. And that one's good. James.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
And Gasol gets it to go.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
So the Clippers winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game, it all went right for them.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, tonight another example of this team's excellent work here at home. What does winning here at home mean to this team?
It means a lot. It means that we come in every night and try to protect home court, and also our fans give us all the spirit and all the enthusiasm to come out and play hard in front of them. So a lot of credit to our fans that come and pack this gym every night when we're on our home floor. And our coaching staff always prepare us the right way to come out and try to dominate home.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan player of the game. He had a double-double and made a huge difference tonight. He never let up, and his performance really inspired the rest of his team. What are your thoughts, Kenny, on his game tonight?
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
Well, everyone wanted to come play hard tonight, but I thought the job he did was remarkable. The defending champs do not go down easily. It was an impressive performance to beat them tonight. I must say I'm very impressed. But he kept at it, both ends of the floor, shouldering the scoring load. He was on his game.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.